Today is the day. We are heading directly to Lake Itasca to finally see the canoe, drop the gear off. Then we have to go to Bemidji Airport, drop off the rental car, and then we're gonna Uber back to the lake and get on the water. I'm excited. We did it! Lake Itasca, Minnesota. We are finally here after 27 long hours of driving. One of the most beautiful drives I've ever taken in my life. But we are finally here. As soon as I park, I look to the right. My canoe was sitting there for me, wrapped in plastic, looking like a baddie. And it was actually kind of cool because there was a black lab swimming in the water right in front of my canoe. And I was like, the rider must be watching out. But so we have to wait for them to open. Itasca Sports should be open any minute. I'm gonna drop my gear and then we're headed right to the airport to drop off the rental car, heading back here to grab the canoe, throw it in the lake, and get this show on the road. Rental car is dropped off. I just called a taxi to pick me up, take me back to the lake. It's gonna be $100. They're taxing out here in Minnesota, absolutely taxing. But I'm excited. All my gear is there waiting for me, and we'll see you in a sec. We are back at Itasca Sports and ran into a small speed bump. So getting ready to put the canoe in the water. There's a giant hole in the side of my canoe. Must have happened during transit. They said they inspected it when it got here, and I guess whoever inspected it didn't do a great job, but that's not gonna be usable. So talking to the owner right now, seeing if he maybe has a canoe here that he could part with. That would be honestly a dream. And then I could just have the shipping company pick this thing back up. There's a giant hole in the side of my canoe. I literally just crash landed. So just got off the phone with Art. He is very sorry for what happened in the delivery. Not his fault at all. It was the delivery company that made a mistake. But Art is currently on his way 2 hours to look through his inventory and sell me one of his canoes. So we are leaving on schedule tonight. Art, you are a lifesaver. You just saved my entire trip. Words can't express how thankful I am for helping me out. This lake is in the middle of nowhere. I mean, I just took a $150 cab from the airport. So I don't even know what I would have done. I mean, there's no like Airbnbs or anything around here. I would probably have to find a way to get to a hotel and then stay there until I could get another canoe shipped here maybe. But I mean, that would have been a really rough road. And I'm just so thankful that, you know, Art is gonna hook it up. Didn't have to do that at all. This was totally not his fault, and he chose to remedy the situation because I think he knew how much this trip meant to me, and you know, so I'm really, really grateful for that. So Art, Itasca Sports, let's go, baby! Welcome to the headwaters of the Mississippi. The journey begins. I just had to drag all my gear across this with my canoe to the other side. Stay tuned. We're rolling. We got the famous bubblegum bridge. It's pretty gross, also pretty cool. Just gonna grab that one right there. Just don't know what this thing is, but it's going ham outside. Good morning and welcome to Wanigan Campsite, my very first campsite on the Mississippi River. Yesterday was rough, not gonna lie. Had a lot of ups and downs, but we made it. Was so exhausted, couldn't even set up my mattress last night, so just rolled up my sleeping bag and had a couple hours of sleep. Woke up at like 3 a.m. and finally pumped it up. And then I slept like a baby from like 3 to 7. The stars were incredible last night. There was fireflies everywhere. It was beautiful. This morning, I am just making breakfast. I got to organize some gear and then we're hitting the road. We got some oatmeal, little apple action, little tuna, just to get something in the belly. We got the Starlink, is absolutely ripping. Shout out Elon. This thing is quick. I could send videos in an instant. Obviously, I have a lot of clear sky over here, which worked out. But yeah, feeling motivated. I brought way too much gear, so we're gonna have to try to lighten that load along the way, but you know, I think we'll be all right. But yeah, I'll catch up with you guys after. All right, that's gonna do it for Wanigan Landing. I got some much needed sleep last night. I woke up feeling great, motivated, and we're packed up, baby. Solar panels ripping. On to the next campsite. We are back on the river. It's a beautiful day, 80 degrees, not a cloud in the sky. Sun is beating, but can't even feel it with the UV shirt. Got the solar panels finally set up today so we can charge the Jackery power station. I probably don't even need all these watts, but it's good to have overkill just in case. Feel very motivated today, had a nice breakfast. Yesterday was rough, so that sleep last night was clutch. I set up my air mattress and I slept like a champ, put my AirPod Maxes on like a bougie LA boy. And I'm probably gonna have nightmares tonight about horseflies. Those things are literally the bloods and crypts of insects. I swear to God, I saw one of them throwing gang signs up at me at one point. I also lost my DEET for like an hour and was freaking out because I have pterodactyls flying around my head. Minnesota, you have a bug issue. You need to do something about it. These are not normal insects. Very thankful for the tent and my mosquito net. Definitely be bringing that out later. But I'm gonna get back to paddling, get to this next camp. We'll catch you guys in a sec. All right, so welcome to the most difficult part of the trip by far. I have a 17-foot canoe packed with gear. Over here we have a danger dam. So basically you have a dam, you can't possibly canoe through it. So they make you a little trail to go around. However, it's not the most graceful of trails. It's filled with rocks, large rocks. So basically we're gonna have to carry each bag individually about 50 yards to the end of the trail where it spits back into the river after the dam. They never make it easy, you know? See, like going over this with the canoe. Yeah. So we're just gonna carry each bag to the end and then drag this puppy through. Let's get it. Just in case anyone wants to see me drag a canoe through the woods, this one's for you. Like and subscribe. All right, we are fully packed up, officially around the dam. The show must go on. We'll catch up soon. By the way, huge shout out to whoever in Minnesota is responsible for cutting trees down so you can get through. The Minnesota Tree Chopper Society or whatever. You guys, thank you for your service. So I'm in this part of the river that's too shallow to paddle. So I've been walking my canoe for about an hour now and it's still shallow. So I'm not sure how long it's gonna last, but your boy's feet are cranking right now. So let's hope for some rising waters in the distance. Check in. The river is starting to widen out, which is great because for a lot of it, it was 6 to 7 feet wide, constantly serpentining. So that was kind of rough. We're probably an hour away from the next campsite, which is nice. I can't wait to make some food. All I had was a protein bar today. Just had to keep it pushing because the space in between the campsites was pretty far. So I had to just keep pushing. It was like a 10-hour paddle. So looking forward to setting up camp, getting some food, and then getting some well-deserved rest. Catch you at the camp. One thing I'm thankful for is these flies only go for your dome. Like legs fully out in the breeze. They don't want nothing to do with them. And I get it, you know, they're a little pasty, they're a little scrawny, but they're just all about the kid's cabeza. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is. All right, so this is exactly what I was looking for. Nice low trail. I don't have Crips and Bloods just whacking me from all angles. Look at this. Is this a campsite or an Airbnb? What's up? Where do I meet my host? Oh, this is great. They got a little structure in case it rains. We got 2 structures, little fire pit. Maybe I'll get a little fire going. Little cafeteria. What's up? Coffee pot. I see you. I notice every cabin I go to, they have, you know, all the old travelers, they write their names on the walls and stuff like that. There's actually some really cool art over here. Like, I could never do that. Like, this guy must have brought like a box of Crayola crayons with the built-in sharpener. Like, this guy's Picasso out here. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So if anyone is wondering how I've been drinking water, I've been pulling water straight out of the river with this thing. It's called a Sawyer Squeeze. It's a water filtration system. And the best part about it is that when you're out on the river, you could just fill it up and then you could physically squeeze it into whatever you're drinking out of. But when you're around and you can find something to hang it on, it can be gravity fed too. So you just pop the cap and just kind of let it fill up. It's slow, but I mean, you could just hang out, cook some dinner while that's filling up and you're good to go. The bugs are weirdly well behaved tonight. I don't know if they're aware that I'm onto them about the whole gang affiliation. These horse flies are out of control, but for some reason they're doing their own thing, which just adds to the points of this camp. I mean, it's gonna be hard to beat this, honestly. Flat ground. I think they even have an outhouse over here, which is crazy. Your boy's gonna be squatted up in that bad boy right there. Just use that outhouse back there. All I gotta say is you've never seen something like that in your life. That is worse than any Coachella porta potty I've ever seen. It comes with the territory. Whew. Campsite number 2. I can't even describe how much better today was than yesterday. I mean, yesterday literally pushed me to my breaking point, just physically and mentally, from finding out I had a hole in my canoe to having to lug all that heavy gear up after like a long paddle when your body isn't used to those motions. But this camp is exactly what I needed to just get my morale back. And I had a great dinner. You know, I had a shower, which was amazing. And I'm ready to get back at it. And that's exactly what you have to do. You have to push past that breaking point because it always gets easier. It always gets better. And I'm not gonna lie, yesterday definitely pushed me right to the edge, and I rested and I was able to bounce back, but I'm excited, you know? Keep it pushing. Let's do it. I'll check in later. If anyone lives near Bemidji, let me know where the coldest water is in town, because I will paddle my ass over there and get it. This warm river water is keeping me alive, but that's basically it. Now the Bayou cocktails, those are kind of fire, but like still warm, you know what I mean? So my water filtration system is definitely working, but you need that good. Too used to having just giant ice cold gallons of water in my fridge, and it's definitely a change of pace, but let me know. It is 11:20 at night. I am in my tent editing this video right here, and I keep hearing noises outside. It's a little bit in the distance, but it's something big. My first thought was bear. I know they're black bear in Minnesota, but I don't know. It also could be a moose. Are there moose here? But it's far away enough where I'm not too concerned. I put the food and the trash on the other side of the structure just in case, but black bear are not aggressive. They're gonna get the food if they need to, but they're not out hunting humans or anything. But you never know. These Minnesota bear, they could be rolling different. I know the insects are ganged up, so you never know about the mammals. But guys, I'm so excited for the next part of this trip. I have a long paddle tomorrow to the next camp, so stay tuned. This is going to be the last part of this episode. The next video is coming soon, so stay tuned for this journey. I can't wait to show you guys what happens next. We'll see you soon. Peace.